Good afternoon and welcome everybody once again to Adventures in Digital Marketing. My name is Rob Orr and I am your host, and I wanted to come back on here live because I read something this morning that kind of blew my mind and I wanted to tell you about it. And so anyway, before we get too far into this, I would love to know, first of all, if you're joining me live, I should say, or if you're watching this on the replay, I would love for you to hit me up below. Just tell me, hit me up with hashtag replay or hashtag live or something like that. Let me know. Tell me where you're watching from. I would really like to hear from you and know where you're watching from or listening or wherever. But I am determined to come in here and be in here every day and talking to you about what I'm learning, what I'm applying in my own business and my own work, and the things that I think may help you with yours, maybe not, but that's the whole point of doing this, and to connect with you guys, that you guys would be able to put a voice and a face to the name that you see on Facebook, and when I'm commenting and posting and we're interacting and engaging online, it's a way for us to get to know each other more. But before we go any further, I have to tell you something very cool that I figured out. See, I've been very frustrated by this thing where your iPhone will flip, and see, I'm really even struggling with it now, but your iPhone will flip when you do your camera front facing, it actually reverses everything when you're doing lives. And for the life of me, I didn't know what was going on, so I got on Google after I did my live this morning and figured out how to flip it. So small victory for me, because now you see everything, whether it's my CBGB t-shirt or something else like the stuff that I've got in the background or whatever. Now you can see it and it actually will look appropriate to you. It's a little weird this first time for me because I'm trying to get used to it, but that's no big deal. We'll be okay, I promise. So anyway, so this morning, as you may or may not know, I've been reading not .com Secrets, I just finished .com Secrets. I'm reading Expert Secrets again, and I don't even know how many times that makes now. I've been through this book so many times that it is not even funny. I've got it on audiobook, and I would listen to it all the time when I was walking or driving in the car. Plus, I even have the old version of it right here on my desk, the old hardcover that I got. But or soft cover that I've got, but the hardcover is actually in my kitchen where I sit down and read every morning. Anyway, there was something that I read this morning that was kind of like a blow-away moment for me, and I actually posted a picture on it. So if you go to my timeline or my Instagram, you can go and see the line that I highlighted this morning, and it really comes in very handy if you're doing digital business or you're doing an online business and you're selling information products and those kinds of things. Anything where you're trying to teach somebody another skill set, this is like a huge deal, right? Because so many of us are new or new-ish in this digital marketing space, right? You've been doing this for a year, maybe you've been doing it for 2 years, but we're all kind of new in some way, shape, or form. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, one of the things that I've always had, and this is the entrepreneur spirit in me, is I'm a self-starter, right? I believe that I can do absolutely anything that I want to do. I taught myself how to be a web designer and developer. I taught myself coding. I taught myself how to do digital marketing. I've taught myself a lot of things, right? And I have consumed an enormous amount of information over the last few years in just getting better, right? And it's a constant stream of information and training that I'm still doing, and I put out my own training stuff. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can see that. Anyway, the line was in the Expert Secrets book, and it was actually in the chapter on trial closes. And Russell is talking about how he uses these different trial closes in his perfect webinar streams and whatnot. And And it said, and it gives you a little example snippet. And he's trying to overcome objections, and he's trying to knock down false beliefs, and he's using these trial closes to do that. And it just kind of blew my mind when I read this. And he said, if information was enough, in this example he said this, if information was enough, then you would be fine just to go to Google and to find out what you needed to learn and just do it that way, right? But you don't need, information is simply not enough. And I have to give a shout out to my friend Jaden, because the other day she put something on her post, or a post on her profile where she said basically the same thing, that there are 3 things that you need to be successful. You need the information, of course, right? Because learning how to do something or learning the tactics that are behind doing something is never enough, right? That's the information point, or the information part. But you also need accountability, and you need coaching. I believe those were the 3 things. And it was a remarkable post, and you should go to Jaden Yu's timeline and find that post, because it was a really good one. And it was just amazing. But it really just kind of resonated with this idea that that information isn't enough, right? If you download one of my checklists, yes, you can use that checklist to learn how to do different things, or find out areas of things that you have not done well where you need to make improvements, right? Or you can download a guide, right? But I thought it was so incredible when I read this, that it is just kind of like, sometimes things just start to line up for you and to make a lot of sense, right? Because I've worked with coaches, I have people involved in my life that I lean on and I respect, that provide a ton of information to me that is incredibly helpful. So, but we all have to have these various different pieces, right? So what I've been working on for me personally is something for funnel hubs. And you may have heard me talk about that. I was talking a lot about it before Black Friday. And as I continue to work on building this product, one of the things that I'm going to include with this as options is accountability and coaching, right? Because this is something that, yes, you can do a lot with just information, but getting to where you want to go to do the things that you want to do, information just sometimes isn't enough. So you need the accountability and you need the coaching. So anyway, I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. So if you've thought about that, kudos to you. If you're like me, that you are resilient and you are a dedicated self-starter and you are somebody who just enjoys learning for the sake of learning. My wife tells me that all the time. It's like, you just like to read for the sake of reading, and there's a lot of truth in that. But but I tend to be very self-reliant, right? And I've been reluctant at different times to get involved with coaches, right? Because everybody says they're a coach, right? That doesn't mean that they can actually produce results for you. And I've worked with some coaches that, quite frankly, didn't do anything for me at all, which is, very unfortunate, because, like I said, just because you call yourself a coach doesn't mean that you are. Anyway, that's the point that I wanted to talk to you about today. So information is not always enough to cover all of the various things that are going on in order for you to be successful the way that you want to be successful. So once again, like I said, if you're with me live, hit me up with a hashtag live or hit me up with hashtag replay below in the comments. Let me know where you're from. I want to know where you guys are tuning in from, where my reach is going. I would love to be able to connect with you and talk with you more and get to know you more. That's what this whole thing is all about. I want you guys to get to know me. I want to get to know you, and I really appreciate it when you guys are on here with me live. So definitely hit me up with a heart or a like or something like that. Just let me know you're out there. So anyway, information is not always enough. You need a coach. You need accountability. That's what I've got. It's mind-blowing for me today. Sometimes it's like it's not really all that new that that I've known this stuff, but it's also, sometimes, like I said, the planets just align and you go, oh, that makes total sense, right? Because you end up needing that experience in order to be able to make the progress that you want to make with whatever it is that you're doing. So keep an eye out for more stuff that's coming for platform funnels. That's going to be coming very soon. If you want my guide on websites are not dead, the seven major reasons why your digital marketing business is failing and what to do about it, I would love for you to go to websitesarenotdead.com and pick up a copy of that guide. So that's what I've got for you guys tonight. I just wanted to jump in here real quick and show you my new trick like I figured out for Facebook, how to reverse this image so everything doesn't look like it's a mirror image, and then talk to you guys about this information thing. So anyway, you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for tuning in with me live. I appreciate it. You guys take care. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.